Eugenia Cooney has now been gone off social media for what seems like to be 6 months now. And it's Christmas time. And everyone knows during the holidays is the biggest time where creators can make a lot of revenue due to affiliate links, ads, sponsorships. It's the last hurrah to get those gifts underneath the tree. And I just kind of feel like Eugenia Cooney is still missing, but why? So I have a SaaSbot AI 5000. What do you think about Eugenia Cooney being gone this long?
I think, first of all, I love Eugenia Cooney. I think that she's a sweetheart. She has a beautiful soul.
Eugenia Cooney?
You know, yes, Cooney.
Not Clooney, Cooney.
George Clooney.
Yeah.
Anyways, I love Eugenia Cooney. And, you know, she has a beautiful soul. She's a sweetheart. People fucking bullied her. People kept bullying her on the internet. People kept dogging her. And then she took some people to court. Because she sued TikTok.
Oh.
She sued.
Really?
Yes. She sued TikTok because TikTok allowed the bullying. And she's making a lot of money, you know, even though she's a millionaire, she's trying to change the laws of TikTok. The whole point is that she's changing the laws of TikTok because TikTok allowed the bullying to happen to her and she felt really depressed. And so she took a six months to a year hiatus off of TikTok because she's in the middle of a class action lawsuit with TikTok.
Do you think that, well, let's talk about this. How is this any different from Amberlynn Reed being demonetized and taken off YouTube the Tube, and Eugenia Cooney being demonetized and off TikTok?
Well, I think that, you know, Amberlynn, she fucking she played games. Now Eugenia, there is no way she can gain weight, yes. She has an eating disorder, right? Mm-hmm. So does even it depends on, you know, they're both different stipulations. But when it comes to Amber played us to the T. She played us, she lied to us, yes, Callie. And Amber sat there and she played us for views. She chose the gig over her own life. She chose to keep on eating and shoveling it down because she knew then she would troll us. She would troll us, the house girl.
Amberlynn Reed would, yeah.
Yes, Amberlynn Reed would troll us, the house. Oh, you guys, I'm on a diet today. I ordered an apple, but yet I got 2 bags of chips. Oh well, let me just eat the 2 bags of chips. I ordered a veggie sandwich, but they gave me a double, triple beef sandwich, and I'm going to eat it. Girl, you're fucking trolling. She trolled us from day one. And
wait, are you trying to say that Eugenia Cooney didn't troll?
No, she didn't troll. She literally did not troll. She was, you know, it was difference between, you know, let's make fun of me. You know, you can make fun of me, right? You can make fun of somebody, right? But she took it to did you see any videos of her trolling people like Amber did?
Eugenia Cooney, no, but I know that, like, what happened was Eugenia Cooney she's not suing TikTok. She's just mentioned in a lawsuit through a third party.
Cooney is involved with a major lawsuit involving TikTok, which may explain some of her absence. That Eugenia isn't suing TikTok, TikTok isn't suing Eugenia. There's a bunch of people suing TikTok claiming that TikTok is addictive and a bad influence on the youth mental health. Eugenia Cooney is being used as a specific example for this argument in this lawsuit. In this lawsuit, they want to find out the relationship between TikTok and Eugenia and how TikTok has platformed Eugenia, if her content is found to be harmful, etc. So in this document right here, they're requesting a lot of specific information. They want to know about Eugenia Cooney's collapse on livestream. I want to go ahead and clarify that Eugenia has never collapsed on livestream. I'm sure she's fainted before, but it's never been recorded or been on live. I think what this document is referring to was the big medical event that Eugenia had earlier in the year that went completely viral. This was the event many people believed to be some sort of cardiac event, but she did look extremely unwell, and yes, this was live streamed. So they want to know about that collapsing event on live stream. And then after this event, Eugenia had a meeting at the TikTok New York office. They want to know about her specific meeting, what happened in that meeting, any documents exchanged during that meeting. Basically, this lawsuit wants to determine if TikTok is liable for any of the harm caused by Eugenia Cooney since they platformed her. Now, here's an interesting argument for TikTok. TikTok has put Eugenia basically on probation. I'm sure some of you remember when Eugenia first got on TikTok on here, she was posting pro-Anna content like crazy. She went super viral. But then suddenly TikTok cracked down on her. This was after some streaming event which Eugenia was in the finalists for, but it was speculated that Eugenia was pulled out of the finalists because of her pro-Anna content. Very shortly after that, Eugenia had a meeting at the TikTok office in New York. And I will say, as somebody that makes content on here, it is incredibly strange and unique that Eugenia is having in-person meetings with people from TikTok. TikTok has a horrible support system. It's pretty much impossible to reach an actual person. It's pretty much all automated, and it's a nightmare as a creator if you're having an actual problem. So the fact that Eugenia has regular in-person meetings with people from the TikTok office is certainly strange. I have never heard of another creator having to do this for anything. But it was after this meeting and after they demonetized her the first time, because the result of this was that she was demonetized completely and age restricted for at least a couple of months. They then allowed her to have some monetization back, but she had heavy restrictions. She was not allowed to post any of that triggering content anymore. She had to cover up explicitly in her live streams and in her videos. I will also add, during this time when she was completely demonetized, she didn't post for months. This was the first hiatus from the internet where she did not post for months because she was just really upset. She didn't like that this was the first time there was consequences to her actions. But she was back on TikTok for a little while, just heavily restricted, like I said, basically on probation. That was until she had that medical event, right? She had the meeting at the TikTok office, and she got completely demonetized again. The interesting thing about this lawsuit is it started in 2022. Okay, and what people are floating the idea of is that, you know, this lawsuit is really picking up right now. Did TikTok ban her again after this, just as a precautionary level, make themselves look better? Has the lawsuit been known since the first time Eugenia got age restricted / demonetized?
And let me see. Eugenia Cooney does have a real platform. I hope she's okay. And I think people are starting to miss Eugenia because she was a bit of a locale to a lot of people, but they miss her videos and her content. She's not on TikTok because of the way that she looks and the class action lawsuit that she's mentioned in. And I think that TikTok viewed her as a liability during the legal process, so they demonetized her from going live on TikTok. They also demonetized her super fans from, you know, the monthly subscription, so she doesn't even get that revenue either.
Because they feel that they're supporting somebody in their disorder.
They don't want it to look like that, so therefore they deplatformed her. And I'm not saying deplatform her, but they took away her monetization. And so, like, she can't go live, she can't gift. But what I was gonna say is, like, she can come on Eugenia Cooney can come on TikTok and leave a comment and watch people's lives and engage, but she just can't go live or gift or receive any monetization. And so I'm just saying that it's been such a long time that I understand, like, 1 month, 2 months, 4, 5, 6. You know, and then, you know, it's sad, and Eugenia Cooney loves Halloween, and Eugenia Cooney loves Christmas, and she's been gone those months.
It's sad. We love you, Eugenia.
So what do you think is going to happen? Like, where do we go from here?
I think that she's going to come back. She's going to have to she's going to go back on another platform. You know, maybe she's going to do YouTube again. Who knows? She can go live on YouTube.
But here,
Okay.
no, she can't because of the lawsuit. That's okay. So here's what happened, right? So there's this organization. There's an organization that listed TikTok in a lawsuit, alleging that TikTok is not good for the youth, that it promotes gambling, okay,
Yep.
that it makes younger youth take a second look at how they look in their bodies. And then they mention Eugenia, and they're like, and look at Eugenia, how thin she is, and how TikTok allows her to get views. And she got looped into that. And so because she got mentioned in that lawsuit, that third-party lawsuit, then TikTok was like, you know what? We don't want it to look like that's what we're doing, so let's just take away everything from her until it gets settled.
Right.
Until it gets settled.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It was like a legal, and it sucks because she's just living her life just because the way she looks.
Right. And that's horrible that they did that to her.
But I see some people here on TikTok that have like deformities in their face and stuff, and they go live and get a hell of views.
Ivan.
I don't know about Ivan though. That was a good one. That was a good one. But everything did change on TikTok. Everything did change on TikTok, and so maybe in the new year we'll see Eugenia Cooney come back. But I know people behind the scenes who know Eugenia Cooney, and they have reached out to her, and she doesn't respond back.
Yeah. And we hope and pray that for the best for Eugenia, because anybody going through disorder, I think that's very fucking prejudiced. That's biased. The house that they did that to her, because she's still a human being. She wasn't promoting her just because the way based upon what she was. Now, when you're promoting unhealthy eating habits or not eating at all habits, that's different. Because it wasn't like she was like promoting it. Amber was promoting it. Amber was promoting the fact that she was overeating and she was lying about it, and then she was going on these fucking weight loss journeys, lied about it, and then making fun of it. And then, so I think that Amber had, I'm glad it took monetize her.
Wow. Oh, so you're happy that Amberlynn Reed got demonetized?
Yeah, because she was trolling us the whole time.
She
was flat out trolling. Yeah. Now, when it comes to Eugenia, she was not trolling. She was literally, there's nothing you could do. Like, yeah, there's something you can do, but there's nothing you can do. She can fight like a medical user, mental health user, you can call it discrimination. Yeah, I do believe that she was discriminated because of her body. And, it was really sad.
Mm-hmm.
I love Eugenia.
Yeah, you guys, now, are y'all watching? Stop being fake. Leave a like, leave a comment down below. Tap that yellow shopping cart. What do you call it? Leave a super thanks. Stop being fake. Check it out.
Fake snakes.
But I want Eugenia to come back because I like watching her videos and reacting to him. Eugenia Cooney's made me lots of money on here. And so I like talking about her. She needs to come back. It's been kind of dry over here. What's going on? Just keeping it real. And a lot of people watch her videos and react to it. I'm not the only one. All right, so let me know in the chat. What do you think about that? Do you want Eugenia Cooney back? Do you not? She has a very polarizing personality. So I can't wait to see how this turns out. This is Rich Lodge with the hottest news on TikTok. I love so much. And YouTube.